Did the end of Hindu monarchy of Nepal involve the betrayal of the military, as Mao Zedong said, and you say political power flows from the barrel of a gun? Or did the end of the Hindu monarchy of Nepal simply involve the cowardly, voluntary abdication of the Nepalese king? Here's what happened. In the mid 1990s, a Maoist rebellion erupted in Manipur. Maoist terrorists fighting the government with arms, ammunition, weapons from the jungles, from the hills. Later, much later, it emerged that India was supporting them. Who I will simply ask you a simple question: in the 90s, when this entire thing happened, who was the who was the Indian Prime Minister? What government did we have? Okay, that's homework for you. Look it up. So at that time, the Indian government supported the Maoist terrorists who were fighting the Hindu monarchy of Nepal. And this terrorist movement went on from the mid 1990s all the way to the mid 2000s, 2005, 2006. In 2000, 2001, whenever it happened, I don't remember which year, look it up, the entire royal family of Nepal was massacred. And they laid the blame on the Crown Prince Dipendra. And Queen Aishwarya, King Birendra, they were assassinated. The whole family was assassinated. And apparently, then the Crown Prince turned the gun on himself. Very, very convenient, right? So when this happens, the king's brother, Gyanendra, becomes the regent, the caretaker king, because Dipendra is still alive. He's fighting for his life in the hospital. But after 3, 4 days, Dipendra also dies, and Gyanendra becomes the king of Nepal. And then I think it's around 2000, 2001 that this happened, the royal massacre in Nepal. So very conveniently, the whole family is wiped out. The monarchy is wiped out. The Gyanendra is left. And the terrorist rebellion against the government, the monarchy continues until the mid 2000s. And eventually, the pressure, I think, became so much that Gyanendra had to abdicate his throne. It was nothing cowardly or something. Otherwise, he would have been next. By the time it was all done, you know. So, and then you have the communists, the Maoists taking over, and they are still in power. So we did this. Our government, not we as in we the people, but our so-called government destroyed the last Hindu monarchy of Nepal. That's what our government did. Apparently, allegedly, Raw was involved. Allegedly, okay, you can look it up. So that's what the government of India did, and by doing so, we turned Nepal into our civilizational ally, our civilizational brother, into a Chinese asset. That's what that prime minister did. What a genius that person must have been. Turning our civilizational brother, our civilizational ally, into a Chinese asset. That's what was done. Disaster. I mean, that's what our governments have been doing in the past. Shooting our civilization in the foot over and over and over again. And that's where we are today.